Is lust controlling you? When we connect with God, it's like getting a fresh start for our spirits. But our bodies, they still crave things they shouldn't. The tough part? Often we are our own worst enemies, fighting our own desires until we're back with God. The Bible tells us about this struggle. Romans 8:13 says, if we let our bodies' wants take over, our spirits suffer. But if we focus on the Spirit, we're on the right track. Galatians 5:16-19 gives similar advice. People don't talk about lust a lot, but it's a big challenge. It's not just a passing thought, but a strong feeling that has messed up many believers. If you believe in God, it doesn't mean you'll never face temptation, but you'll have what you need to beat it. Nowadays, it's tough. Everywhere we look, there are images and ideas that try to pull us in. It feels like old times, where people often mixed wild behaviors with their beliefs. The power of media is undeniable. TV shows, movies, and especially social media platforms often glorify behaviors that go against our core values. These platforms are designed to grab our attention and keep us hooked. And while there's a lot of good out there, it's often mixed in with content that can easily sway our moral compass if we're not careful. It's not just about avoiding temptation, it's about being aware of the influences around us. Our surroundings shape our thoughts and behaviors. When we constantly consume content that normalizes certain behaviors, over time, it becomes easy to see them as okay or not a big deal. We need to be proactive, curating what we consume and aligning it with our beliefs. Finding balance is key. Engage with the world and enjoy its beauty, but also set boundaries. Remember, we're constantly being influenced, whether we realize it or not. By actively choosing what we expose ourselves to, we can maintain our direction and stay true to our beliefs amidst the ever-present pull of modern temptations. Lust isn't just a problem for the young. From teens to elders, many struggle with it. Great people from the Bible did too. Remember Samson and Delilah? Samson's feelings for her made him lose everything. King David? He messed up big time with Bathsheba, but he felt very sorry later. And Solomon? His love for his many wives took him away from God. Their stories teach us lessons. Lust can change your life in a bad way. How many have lost good jobs, futures, or loving marriages because of it? But think about using that energy for better things, like growing spiritually or building relationships. It's essential to understand that the challenges posed by lust aren't new. They have existed for ages. Great figures from history and literature have faced this struggle, their tales serving as cautionary stories. But within these narratives, there's also hope and redemption. By recognizing the pitfalls and seeking guidance, we can navigate this intricate maze of desires. The environment we live in can also play a significant role. Often we're surrounded by influences that magnify these temptations, but instead of getting consumed by them, it's possible to create a positive space. Surrounding oneself with supportive individuals, reading enlightening literature, or engaging in activities that enrich the soul can act as a buffer. Over time, these positive influences become our anchor, keeping us grounded when temptations threaten to sweep us away. Lastly, self-awareness is crucial. It's easy to fall into a pattern without even realizing it. By regularly reflecting on our actions and choices, we can spot the triggers that lead us astray. Knowledge is power. Once we're aware, we can actively make choices that steer us towards the path we truly wish to tread. After all, life is a series of choices, and by consistently choosing the better path, we build a future filled with promise and fulfillment. Getting married? Looks change, but who someone is stays the same. Focus on who they are inside. In long marriages, it's love, trust, and understanding that matter most, not just looks. And sometimes, even within marriage, we can expect too much or focus too much on looks. Talk with your partner and keep things real. Also, don't compare your partner to fake standards. Enjoy the special bond you two share. Lust might give a quick thrill, but its effects last long. Many have regretted letting lust guide them. But there's good news. Beating lust starts with what you choose to see and think about. Like Job, decide what you won't look at or think about. Your mind is powerful. Use it to help you. Having good friends who get it can also make a big difference. Remember, many times bad choices start with just a look. Like King David, one glance can lead to big problems. Lust can make us do things we know aren't smart. In today's world, where everything is just a click away, it's even easier to get lost in the maze of temptations. The internet, movies, and even ads offer us endless chances to make that one wrong look. But every time we resist, every time we choose to look away, we grow stronger. It's like building a muscle. The more we exercise our willpower, the stronger it gets. It's also helpful to have people around who can keep us in check. Friends and family who understand our goals and struggles can be our safety net. They can remind us of who we want to be when we forget. Their support can be the difference between making a rash decision and taking a step back to reflect. Moreover, it's essential to replace those moments of temptation with positive actions. Instead of browsing aimlessly online, pick up a good book or go for a walk. Engage in hobbies and activities that make you feel fulfilled and connected. The more we fill our lives with meaningful experiences, the less space there is for negative influences. Over time, you'll find that the allure of those tempting glances diminishes, replaced by the joy of purposeful living. So, if you're struggling with world temptations, you're not alone. Keep your focus, think before you act, and look to God for help. Together, we can avoid the trap of lust and get closer to our true goals.